right, guys, you may have seen her on Fallon. You may have seen her on Watch What Happens Next on Bravo, on the Today Show, pretty much everywhere. But today is the biggest day of Heather McMahan's career because you, my friend, are on ABC Columbia with Tyler Ryan. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. How are you?
Better now that I'm talking with you, Heather. You are a comedian and actress, and I think on your website, your mom said you're the best ever, which is kind of cool.
Yes. I mean, she keeps me humble every time I come home, but I'm glad I got like one catchphrase of praise from her, once in my life. So I'll take it.
The question I do have for you, and this is extremely important. I want you to think about this a lot. When you were on with Hoda, how was the wine?
It's funny because that show films so quickly. So I don't even get to take half a sip before they're on to the next segment. I have actually gone back and been like, can I finish my glass? And they're like, oh yeah, sure. I mean, she's there from like 5 a.m. Up, and even if I do the 4th hour, she's exhausted at that point. So it really is happy hour for her anyways, because she's been working since the crack of dawn.
You've got almost like 1 million followers on Instagram. I mean, good gracious.
Who's counting anymore? But it's crazy. I mean, I was doing Instagram years ago, and I just got this really cool organic natural following. But now I feel like I have to compete with the TikTok kids. Like now there's these Gen Zers who are on TikTok. I'm like, I just mastered Instagram and now I got to go somewhere else. Like this is too much. It's too much pressure for me. I mean, I'm turning 35 this year. I'm like, can I just thrive on Instagram? I feel like I'm turning into my mom who doesn't, only understands Facebook. So it's a lesser of two evils, I guess.
It's a good thing it's not MySpace, because I'm telling you, Tom is still my friend, by the way. So you're going to be in town tomorrow night at the Koger Center for the show. What can people expect?
Giggles, laughter. We're not holding back. I mean, I do a 90-minute show of just pure unbridled joy, if you will. We've all been through so much the last couple of years, and I just think we have to laugh. What have we been through? What has just happened? No one's taken a moment to be like, what are we actually going through? So it's a good time. We're just going to giggle, have a white wine, kick your feet up. Let's have a good time.
But you were all over the place. And again, I gave you the list. I mean, you did, the Fallon show and blah, blah, blah. But I mean, what's it like to find yourself after doing an Instagram to there? And of course, ABC Columbia.
I mean, listen, I'm overwhelmed. I've been on the road and I love what I do. I have the greatest job in the world, but then every time I'm about to go out on stage and, I used to work at a gym in LA and I'd wait on celebrities and now they're in the audience of my show and it's crazy. But every time I'm about to walk out on stage, I think to myself, do these people know that they've paid money to see me? I'm just it's almost like I psych myself out, but I'm like, that you're coming to see me, right? I live at home with my mother. And then every time I walk off stage, I'm like, that was the greatest ever. So I'm just so grateful that people tune in and then they enjoy my sense of humor.
And there it is, Heather McMahan. She is in town. Details at abccolumbia.com. Thank you so much for joining us today on ABC Columbia. Now you're a star.